On this episode of Mosaic with TJ, because to me,
Mm,
I want to fix stuff. I want
yeah,
to fix it, fix it,
I'm the
fix
fix.
it.
Because I've always fixed it. I've always made sure everything is taken care of. I've always, uh,
It's okay.
I've always been the person. I'm tired. Let me say this.
Yes, ma'am.
I appreciate you so much, TJ. And here's the reason why, and I want to give you your flowers. Um, I see myself in you. And when I hear your story, you're gonna make me cry. I don't know why I'm crying. You give me hope.
Well, since you opened the door, I'm gonna go ahead and walk through. Okay.
Why am
since,
I crying?
since,
So,
since,
oh
since you
my
opened the
God,
door,
TJ, like,
that's okay.
we get bombarded with all kind of messages or whatever on the platform, but you something special. And
Well,
getting to know your daughter and your story, how I relate to you, TJ.
well, and that's like I said. Since you opened the
God,
door, I'm gonna go ahead and walk through. I
come
see
on.
myself in you too, and I know for the past couple of shows you've been very emotional, very passionate, but I want you to channel it in different ways because we have to be mindful,
Right.
and sometimes our intentions can be misinterpreted because of our conviction.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but also we have to be mindful of what we're given to the world, and until somebody gets to know us, they can only see what they see.
Yeah. You're right.
And if you
You're
and
right.
again, and you heard it from my daughter.
Are we
You heard it from my
crying right now?
you heard it from my daughter. You know, she said I was about that action. That's all she has known.
Right. And I am too. I'm about that smoke because
But if I didn't tone it down, I wouldn't be married.
I know. And here's the thing, like it's for me, I have the tone down with the man. Like, I'm dating someone and it's going good. I get riled up, I think, sometimes when it comes to us because I'm such a nurturer and it's so weird to me because I'm a protector.
Girl,
And
please.
because
I
I've always
understand.
done it by myself, I've always had to, you know, and I'm learning to, Courtney, you don't have to bear everything. And I have to learn that because
Yes, you do.
I'm a mom, but I'm a single mom.
Are you the oldest?
I'm the baby.
Okay.
And so
Well, okay.
I've always had men around me, to take care of things. But right now I don't have that because
Your mom.
I'm not married
Right.
and I have a child and I'm protector. So now the mama bear comes out and anything that comes in my space that I feel it's going to erupt it, I go overboard and for my protection, but I don't do it as, no harm. I do it because I'm a nurturer and I love hard.
Yeah, and I get that. And that's why I said since you opened the door, I've been there all my life.
Yeah.
I mean, I've been there, and you heard and that's another reason I wanted my daughter on here because she could tell you I have been, you know, I'm, and it's not that I intended to be controlling. It's not that I
Mm-hmm.
intended to be a bulldog, but I'm the oldest, born to a
Mm-hmm.
single mother.
Yeah.
Then I was a single mother myself. Then I was in the military. I
Mm-hmm.
am, I have a small family, so I always felt like it was my responsibility to take care of everything when it
Mm-hmm.
was never my responsibility to take care of
Yeah.
everything. But I still do it. And then but it's overbearing.
It's hard.
It's over. And so my husband, he has never had to tell me to be quiet, but I know when I need to stop talking.
You know when you need to shut the fuck up.
He has never told me to be quiet, but I know when I need to stop talking. But
Yeah.
the thing about it, before, I may have had those signals before, but I just walk right on through it.
Yeah.
So I'm saying that to you to say that it's okay.
This is a good conversation.
It's okay not to be in charge. And somebody said with not being in charge, there's some vulnerability. But isn't that what you want?
Yes. And like I said, I've never been a woman that I don't want it. Please take the burdens off my back. I am tired.
But you got to let it happen, though.
I got to let it happen. I have to let it happen.
And Danielle says something that I was like, whoa. She said, even when he fails, still let him have it.
Yeah.
That's huge. And that's something that and like I said, I'm learning from her because she's been doing this thing longer than me. Because to me, I want to fix stuff. Yeah. I want to fix it.
Because I've always fixed it. I've always made sure everything is taken care of. I've always
it's okay.
I've always been the person. I'm tired.
Yeah.
Because I'm a woman. I'm emotional.
Don't apologize for that. Don't apologize for that.
Oh God.
What you want to but see, that's part of that's called resting in your femininity too. Mm-hmm. Because I got to tell you something. There are things I could do differently around here, and I probably would. And my old self probably would, but no, I said I wanted a man to lead me, and I'm gonna let him lead me. I can't tell him how to lead me.
Yeah. And it's it's so crazy because, right now, TJ, I'm getting a lot of pushback where she's fake and fake femininity. And I'm like, you have no idea. No idea how sweet and feminine and meek I am. I am literally like...
But you have to grow into some things. And again, just like I did. And just like you're hearing my daughter, she still says she's opinionated. But again, she had, and she grew into it, not from me. Not from me.
I love it. I love you. And let me say, I cry because I cry all the time. But it doesn't mean I'm not strong. I'm strong enough to let my emotions be my emotions.
You don't have to justify yourself.
Well, sometimes I have
you
to,
don't.
TJ.
No, you don't. No, you don't. They don't know you.
They don't. They don't know what I've been through.
I am very strong, but I'll cry in a minute. And it's because I cried that it's because I cry. I don't go crazy on somebody.
Because I feel, and I allow myself to feel because I know I'm a human and I love and I care.
But what I'm going to tell you is this. What I'm going to tell you with this, I understand your commitment and love for the community, but you have to start with self. Right. You have to start with your community that is in your home, that is in your life. And it's only by that do you reach out, because again, by virtue of what Danielle just said, she can't help nobody if she don't have a unit in her home. So then that could be the example to take to somebody else. But you got to start where you are, because that's too much to try to take on. That's too much to try to take on. Now I'm trying to help women who are my age to say, okay, you know what, maybe I did some things wrong, but if you want love and happiness, I can't guarantee it, because I couldn't guarantee it for myself. But you got to work a little harder. You got to be, you got to unlearn some things.
Yeah.
But I can't be looking at how I'm going to fix the world. I got to fix my world.
Right.
So I understand and appreciate your passion, but you get to what you want.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the best way you can help the community, is by being what they want.
You're right. You're right. You're right. And I
Is by
think that's
being
been
and
a
having
problem.
what they want.
And here's the thing, TJ, like I think that's been a problem with me. Is me going on platforms and me doing all this talking but neglecting me. I have a full-time job. I have a whole daughter. And in my spare time where I should be with a man and dating, I'm over here YouTubing. To be honest,
then you need to manage your time better.
you're absolutely right. And yeah, Anton said this to me long time ago when we first, when I first got a platform. He was like, Courtney, what do you do in your spare time? And I was like, I'm a mom. And he's like, what do you do? You want a relationship. You want this. What do you do for you? And I haven't done a lot of stuff for me. I've neglected me.
And you neglected you looking at the damn comments. F these people. They don't know you.
Dude, fuck them. They don't know me. They gonna say whatever. Like I said, TJ, you know my comments. I get so many disrespectful comments of people that don't know me. But at the end of the day, I know who I am and I know whose I am.
You must be mindful. What would you and what will you tell your daughter when they come? You say they don't know you, don't care what they think. And I kind of got off, but my point is you got to let that go.
You're right.
And again, keep in mind what is important, because if you're on a platform talking about relationships, you want to make sure yours is good.
Yeah. And it's sometimes it messes up because I don't have the time. And I know, and
if you don't have the time, ain't nobody gonna make it for you.
No. And then I get so tired, TJ. I don't know why people think that I'm just at home knitting. Like I don't have
because people gonna think what they're gonna think.
They do. Like I'm not an ugly woman. Like I do have a child. I'm all right looking. I don't have no problems. I'm dating someone. But he deserves more time. And my energy has been working because I have a full-time job. And then it's podcasting and me giving my opinion. If anyone cares, no one apparently does right now.
Don't worry about it.
It's fine.
People are fair weather and just don't worry about that.
It's all right.
But I want you to, because I can tell you're empathic and I get that.
Mm-hmm.
But if you want to, you're going to have to separate. You're going to have to compartmentalize. And I'm going to tell you why. Because what you feel, your daughter feels. What you feel, the guy you're dating feels.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You got to compartmentalize. And that's why I keep saying, stay encouraged and remember why you're doing this and why you wanted to do this. Because again, I have to be mindful too. Like I said, I got out of the group, the Facebook group, because it was messing with my spirit.
That's exactly.
It was messing with my spirit.
TJ, think about how I feel.
Then you
need a huge platform.
You might have to, and I can't tell you how, because I'm still learning this thing myself.
Mm-hmm.
But you have to save yourself now. Ain't nobody gonna do it for you. And again, if you're wanting to have the relationship and you want to inspire women to have, you've got to be what they want. You've got to exemplify. I've spoken to several people, men and women, and I'm so grateful that they are inspired by my love story, because my husband sent me a text and I had to kind of make sure that, it was kind of flirty, but I'm so,
Should have put a
but
little
again,
sexy picture on there,
yes,
TJ.
I'm,
I'm
I'm
all about you getting all these. Yeah, come on.
yeah. It's like he'd be holding
Come
them on like,
on now.
hey, for real though.
Yeah. I
But
like that.
but it's something when women say, I want, or a man tells me, I want my wife to be excited, about me. And but you got to have what they want.
Right.
So what I'm going to tell you is, young lady,
Yes.
temperance, babe. Temperance.
Yeah.
Temperance. And one thing my daughter said too, that I was emotional. She said, your pride can't be where you can't admit you're wrong.
Mm-hmm.
Even when you might feel you're right.
Yeah.
But sometimes, hey, is it worth it?
Right. It's not usually.
Is it worth it
not.
On the platform? Is it worth it?
And I again, like I said, I gave you your flowers. I respect you tremendously.
Thank you. And I'm
do.
reaching out because, again, I reached out the first time because I saw something in you as well. And like I said, I saw myself. And I know I can be feisty.
I'm a little, you seen it.
And I'm going to tell you something before I go. One of my sorors, God rest her soul, she passed away last April.
Mm-hmm.
But she was the first person that I brought that met, first friend of mine that met Lawrence.
Mm-hmm.
And when she came for the weekend, we weren't engaged. I don't think we were engaged at the time, but we were still dating. And he had his own place and I was here. And so she was out with us and she said, I like the way he handles you.
Mm.
I said, what do you, because our birthdays are a week apart. So I used to call her my soror twin. I said, what do you mean? She said, because I know how we can be. And she said, but I watch the way he handles you.
Mm-hmm.
And he lets me be me.
Mm-hmm.
He lets me be me.
Yeah.
But his authority and his presence is known also. Mm-hmm. So and with that, I don't have to be as boisterous. I don't have to be overbearing. I don't have to drill down my point. Mm-hmm. And that's what I impart to you.
Yes.
That's what because at the end of the day, is it worth it? And again, I know I can talk, but sometimes, is it worth it? It's not.
Mm-mm. It's not.
So right. With that, young lady, thank you so much.
Who knew this was going to be this? Like, this is a therapy session.
Well, honey,
but I love it, TJ.
I go to therapy once a week, and I ain't ashamed.
Yeah. Yeah, me too. That's why I think I'm so able to just throw my emotions out, because in therapy, I'm very open. I'm very open. If something hurts me, I'm going to tell you hurt my heart. If something's excited, so yeah, therapy has made me be very open. I appreciate you. And I thank you.
And likewise.